Hello everyone. Today again we are reading about the chapter 2 Kings, Farmers and Towns. Yesterday I told you about the six Mahajanpads. From the 16 Mahajanpads, 6 were very important. Their name was also I told you Vaji, Kushala, Magda, Kuru, Gandhara, Panchala and Avanti. But in these Mahajanpads, Magda was very important. Why it was very important? Because again I recap the points. Huge reservoir of iron was there, elephants available over there, cheap and convenient communication was there, and ambitious kings were there. Now I am talking about the ambitious king. That means Magda was very important due to their ambitious kings. Their name was Bimbisara, Ajatashatru, Mahapadmananda, even Ashoka also. Is that clear? So now we are reading about Mauryan Empire here. So Chandragupta Maurya, founder of Mauryan Empire, first of all, in 321 BC. His kingdom stretched till Afghanistan and Balochistan and in the northwest. Afghanistan and Balochistan in the northwest. Grandson of Chandragupta Maurya, Ashoka was the most famous ruler of Mauryan Empire. Who was the grandson of Chandragupta Maurya? He was Ashoka. And he was the most famous ruler in the Mauryan Empire. Keep this thing in your mind. He conquered Kalinga and included it into Mauryan Empire. He conquered Kalinga and include into Mauryan Empire. Mean annex Kalinga and emerge in Mauryan Empire. There were the 5 major political centers. In Mauryan Empire, there were 5 political major center of Mauryan Empire, namely political capital was Patliputra, at present name was Patna. In these political centers, main is Patliputra because it was the capital city of that kingdom. At present its name was Patna. Rest of the places Takshila, Ujjaini, Tushali and Swarnagri. Why we are talking about these? Because now we are not having evidence. We have. Because all these names were included in the inscriptions. Whenever they did any activities, whenever they do anything else, they always wrote the name of the places over there. So Megasthenes wrote the military activities of Mauryan were coordinating by one committee to 6 committee. One traveler came over here. Megasthenes traveler came over here. He wrote many things about the Mauryan Empire. He wrote about the committee and subcommittees too. And according to him, committee in these 6 subcommittees, second subcommittee was very important. Why it was very important? Because this committee fully responsible for the food and fodder of the soldiers. That's why it was very important. Even Ashoka personally looked after it over there. Next, tax written on stones. Yesterday also I told you about the inscription. What is inscription? Tax written on stone, metal and any other hard surfaces are known as inscriptions. And which thing written in the inscriptions? Can you tell me about that? Even I told you, just a minute. So I'll clear this thing. Generally achievements, ideas, activities of those are written in the inscriptions. Who engraved them? Mostly kings engraved some ideas, some achievements and some activities as like a inscription. Early inscriptions were written in Prakrit languages. During the Ashoka period, he wrote mostly the inscription in Prakrit languages. These languages which was of common masses. Common masses mean to say that common people spoke this language. They were not written over there, but they spoke this language. In the post-Mauryan age, kings started to claim high status of identifying themselves with the varieties of deities. During that time, often kings claimed that they were the deities. So that's why they made some statues. Even Kushana ruler made the statue of their own and adopted the title Devaputra. He made the statues on and they gave the title Devaputra.